Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is Michael Lloyd from Straight to the Point Radio. Just wanted to quickly answer some questions. A lot of you ask me all the time, what kind of healthy foods am I constantly eating? Well, I usually have like my smoothies every day. I'm always working out. If you see my posts on Facebook, you see I'm always at LA Fitness at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Crazy times of the day. Well, that's a big part of a healthy diet and actually wellness, which is your quality of life. So I wanted to actually, since no one's really heard or seen me make my smoothie, that keeps this part right here the way that it is, since I literally do not do any crunches, don't do any abdominal workouts whatsoever. It's all in what you eat, trust me. When I was younger, I would eat processed foods, tater tots, like subs, wheat, and a lot of you who do go to Subway get your wheat bread because you feel like it's actually what's healthy for you. Well, unfortunately, over the past few decades, wheat has been enhanced and modified to fit criteria for the FDA and has pesticides added to the fields to help it grow quicker, etc. However, those are actually bad for you because there's been studies out that have shown that 2 spoonfuls of sugar have less sugar content than 2 loaves of whole wheat bread. 2 slices, my apologies. So, anyway, with that said, I just wanted to make my quick smoothie. I'm basically using today, all I'm using is some carrots. I'm using some spinach leaves. I'm going to use some cucumber. Some flax seed, which is already ground up, which if you don't have a grinder, I actually use this little coffee thing, which is basically for coffee beans, but I think we have 6 of them. For we do chia seeds, we do flax seeds, we do a bunch of different seeds. So you basically just grind them up. It's quick and easy. I'm going to use some Greek yogurt, which is extremely beneficial for you. I don't really eat much dairy products, only for the factor that I don't necessarily have any allergies, but I will say that for dairy products, it's not the healthiest thing to have. So, for some of you like dairy, that's great. But I'm saying for a better quality of life with nutrition, I would definitely stay away from dairy as much as possible. And then finally, I would use almond milk. And then I might use some apple, I'm not sure. And I might throw in some blueberries just to add some color. So, some of you might not have a blender. We just got this fabulous Vitamix. They have the ones that they use in Planet Smoothie. So it's really good. But you basically just grab a handful of spinach in. And then, let me rinse these off. The carrots, which aren't coming out of the bag. Imagine that. I'll use both, I guess. So we have our carrots. Snap it. And then some cucumber, which, I usually, for those of you who have seen my pictures on Instagram or Facebook, I try and stay away from, fruity stuff. I try and stay with green. Because, and for the most part, I use kale. And kale is, I usually go to Whole Foods for most of my stuff. But if you can't afford Whole Foods or it's just too expensive, which is ridiculously expensive, henceforth, why I'm so skinny. But, on a serious note, it is much healthier to eat with green foods, like vegetables, raw, only because our bodies are made to not break down all these extra preservatives and processed foods. Only because there's so many different hormones and food coloring. And I've done tests on my own body where I've waited weeks to actually go without processed foods, and I've gone all raw, and I feel so much better. So, I will say, just cut up your cucumber if you want. It's probably going to go crazy. And then throw in some apple. Some flaxseed. A lot. And flaxseed, for anyone who doesn't know, is obviously extremely high in fiber. So if you're missing your fiber for the day, I would say go ahead and make some flaxseed. But as well as that, I did briefly mention before the chia seeds. Many people, it's not the same thing as the chia pet seed. And the only way your body is going to break down and actually get the proper fiber and nutrients from the seed as a protein would be to soak them in water for 30 minutes. Another quick pointer, for those of you who are still watching, that's 4 minutes in, I will say that for nuts and stuff that you do soak for macadamia nuts or raw macadamia nuts, soak them overnight in water in a small jar, as well as beans. That way it breaks down the enzyme in the beans so that when you actually go to eat it, your body doesn't work extra hard to try and break it down. Therefore, it's easier to digest. So, those are just some pointers. So, everything's in the blender. I'm going to add a little sting of almond milk just to like get it going. Going to add a little bit of yogurt. Wonderful. And again, the blender's fabulous. It's easy, it's powerful, it's quick. I would suggest, if you don't have one, you can use any kind of blender, but just, this one's obviously higher power, so I can put it all in at once. So, and go figure, the one day that I actually do a video, it doesn't work. Of course. Okay, I'm ready. Well, wasn't that just fun? Oh. Anyway, so that's that. That's my smoothie. We just pour a quick glass. It's probably going to have to be refrigerated. Because those of you out there who do have a Vitamix, now if you leave it on for too long, it will start boiling your food. So, if you can't see it, it's lovely. It tastes so good. Trust me, it's going to be fabulous. So, I mean, I would say, and I encourage a lot of you, if, like myself, I am HIV positive, and a lot of you, I mean, say, oh my god, Michael, stop bringing it up. But for those of you who may be on different meds, it is very important to incorporate good nutrition into your daily diet to better your daily quality of life. So, again, some of you have asked me what my smoothie is. I'm probably going to make tomorrow my kale beet ginger smoothie, which is like a cleanse. So, again, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope all of you have a fabulous Tuesday. Take care. And don't forget, listen to Straight to the Point with Michael Lloyd. It's coming Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio.